make sense. Make what make sense? What you talking about, Craig? What make sense? What a day. What Craig talking about? Make it make sense. What I need to make sense. You talking about this day? What it do, Red? What's happening? What's good? What's good? What's good? Oh, Red, you gonna jump in there? You gonna jump in there with yours off top? Hold on, let me get myself together. I ain't even got myself together. Hold on. Got to get my ticker. What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. We here for another episode of the weekly wrap up. and it's wrong. Hold on. Get right, Tim. Get right. Hold up. Save. Y'all ain't see that. Run it back. The weekly wrap up for 5. And it's still wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if we got it right this time. The weekly wrap up for 5/22. What's up, man? Hey, how was y'all week, man? How was y'all week? Let's get right into it, man. We gonna start out with Red. Red said, got greedy today. Missed my entry on the SPX 3900s. And watched it go from 10 to 55. Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it? They don't you hate it? Oh, he got the 3800s though at 150 and went to 11. Thought it was going lower. Missed 500. Ended up with 100. It's all gravy. All profit is profit. All profit is profit. At least you admitted it. Hey, I got greedy. I missed it cause I got greedy. Got stopped out trying to hit a grand slam every time. Take my base hits. Oh, hey, 90% there. Admitting it is 90% there. Sometimes when you know what I'm saying, you get greedy, and sometimes it work out, and it's like a drug. You go to fiending for it. You feel me? You get greedy and something. That's the worst. That's why I like when I break my rules or if I get greedy. I love it when the market busts me in the face. I love it because it lower the chance of, like, you know what I'm saying, putting in these like let me get that focus better. It lower the chance of me like putting in this false sense of hope. Nose peeling and all that. Why y'all didn't tell my nose was peeling? It lower my chance of, like, you know, wanting to do it again, wanting to break them rules again. Here to learn and share. Stop playing. What's up, man? How y'all? Okay, they go another one. How y'all week went, man? How y'all week went? Give me. I want the whole week. I don't just want this beautiful day. Everybody hyped up on this beautiful. Everybody been listening to ICT on Twitter this morning and reading his tweets yesterday and feeling all airy and floaty. You know what I'm saying? How the whole week went, man? What it is? 385 puts on SPY printed, then flipped to the 385 calls to collect on the gaps after sell side liquidity got grabbed. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Big B. That's for today. What about the week? You know what I'm saying? What about the week? Hey, it'd be a reality check. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a reality check when you you go through something and you got to learn it the hard way. So while y'all put how y'all week went in the chat, I'm going to tell you how my week went. My week started out beautiful. And then, woo, one of them dark days. Y'all might remember that day too. Poked the hole in every thinkable, in any thinkable strategy that I might have had. Oh my goodness. It poked the whole slap through every. Hey, I'm sitting up there holding my head like, what the haberdashery and hemoglobin is going on here? I was like, and then, but I stayed focused. I sat back and I just looked at the price action. I said, okay, Tim, you know what I'm saying? You can ball up and cry like a little baby, or you can just trade what you see. You know what I'm saying? I chose the latter. Anybody don't know what that means? I chose to trade what I saw. The latter is like the second option. So I looked at the price action. You know what I'm saying? I came on here during the price action recaps, and I said what I really want. I say, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'll accept, but this is what I really want. I really want us to run them 512 lows. You know what I'm saying? I was telling y'all how I was hitting a little pot shot here, pot shot there, trying to like offset this drawdown I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? I had them two positions that went to absolute zero today. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, I had already made up. Matter of fact, I made up for those last week. I made up for them last week, so that's why I was cool with them going to zero, because I made up for them last week, right? I'd have made the money. Even if these go to zero, I'm still in the green on that right there, right? So then this week, I was putting on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that deadly day bust me in the face on those. So I was taking little pot shots this week to offset, you know what I'm saying, what I'm taking on those if those have to go to zero, right? And the reason why I'm doing it like that is because right now the market's so volatile, and like, you know what I'm saying, using my stop loss. If y'all still pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube, youtube.com/the new TLR. Using the stop loss, it's like I be getting stopped out, and it does exactly what I wanted to do because it's so volatile. Y'all seen how the whole week just been wiggy, up, down, up, down, up, down. Premium discount. It's been doing it all week except for today. Today it didn't do that. Today it fell off a cliff, hit a trampoline, and jumped back up. Right? And then I started out today. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't expecting much today. I said I'm looking for a nice clean setup. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a nice clean setup. I'll take it to the short side. I'll take it to the upside. But I was expecting just a smaller range day. It's Friday. We dropped on Wednesday. Thursday didn't do nothing. So I'm like, it's just going to be a little smaller range day. It may try to push up, but you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. When I tell you I sat at my computer and fell asleep and missed my short. I was sitting there because it was kind of blah right at the beginning. It wasn't doing that. It was kind of blah at the beginning. And I mean, man, let me pull up the screen. Let me pull up the screen and then get into the price action for the day. But overall, my week was good. My week was good. Overall, I since I negated the fact that those was gonna go to zero, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even counting them trades, because I negated those last week with the chance of it's going to zero. And so I ended the week well, if you count those losses, I ended the week 3 for 2. Well, no, 2 for 2 in my trading account. 2 for 2 in my trading account. The other stuff was, I did some other stuff in my other accounts, and it was I think I was up 4%. I was up 4%. Let me pull up the screen. If I share it, let me pull up the screen, then we're gonna jump right into it. Jump to the price action, and I'll tell you how I fell asleep. I fell asleep. If y'all seen my story before I get started, I got to beat my chest for a minute. If y'all see this blue line right here at the bottom, let me make sure y'all can see that wick. Do y'all see that wick? Right there? Do you see that wick right there? I put that blue line right there when we were up here somewhere. When we started running, I got to check these 15-minute candles. I watched the market today on 1-minute candles all day. I never went higher than 1-minute candles. I looked at 1-minute candles all day. Right? Okay, so I put this blue line down here, right? When we were right here. I came back here during lunchtime, and I saw that we had done ran these lows. We had to ran these lows. It was like, I can't remember exactly what time it was, but we had to ran these lows. We was consolidating here, right? So I was like, okay, if we dip down below this low right here, where are we going? Right? Where are we possibly going? Knowing that these lows right here had already ran lows from way back in March 2021. So I popped it to a weekly, right? And I went all the way back to March, right? And I looked at these lows right here. This was the lows that I was wanting us to run. I had been saying that, hey, we need to run these lows, right? So I looked at these lows and I said, okay, where is the most probable place we're going to go, right? We didn't fail over a percent, like a percent and a half, I think it was. We was falling. I said, I do not see us coming all the way to these lows right here. I do not see it, right? I say, but I do see us coming to these weekly lows right here. I say, if we dip below these weekly lows, right? I say, it's no fair value gap here. So, and there's no fair value gap down here. So we shouldn't go too much lower than these weekly lows. Boom. Mark them weekly lows right there. Make sure y'all can see the week. Right? Mark them weekly lows right there. And then I went back and started watching Ozark. You know what I'm saying? I went back and started watching Ozark. You feel me? Right? So then once I came back and saw that we had hit those weekly lows that I had marked, I did a story. I said, boy, if this be the absolute low that I done, you can't see the wick. There you go. I said, man, if this be the absolute low that I done picked, boy, look at here. I'm going to be so geeked. And I was geeked because that ended up being the low. Once it hit that and started coming back up, that's because, oh, I forgot to tell y'all how I fell asleep. Let me go ahead and look at this price action real quick and show you the trade that I missed. I'm going to show you the trade that I missed. Got to come back. I got it on 1 minute candles. You can look at it on any candles that you want. It all play out the same way. Now, I ain't gonna say any, but it all play out the same way. So this morning, right when the market opened up, you know what I'm saying? This is what I was looking at. I was looking at, we opened up. Where's the open candle? Where's the opening candle? Right here. Okay, this opening candle right here. So we opened up right there. Let me put a line there so I won't keep looking for it. Right? 31 right there. Boom. So boom. That's what we opened up at right there. Right? That's 9:30 open. Right? So we came down. Right? We went up first. We went up, but we didn't come up to these highs right here. Right? We came up. We didn't come up to them highs right there. And then we started dropping. Right? I said, okay, we done broke structure right here. Right? We done broke structure right here. I had some stuff marked out since we had broke structure, right? I was like, okay, we probably gonna go down. And then it left a fair value gap right here. But when it came up, it shot clean past it. I ain't like how it shot clean past it with all that force. So I was just sitting there waiting to see what it do, right? Then when it came back up here again, it failed to break this high. When it failed to break the high again, I said, okay, we gonna be going short, right? So that's when I really started looking for a short entry, right? So when we came back down, right? We came back down, and then I was watching for this fair value gap right there, right? I was looking at that fair value gap right there. And the reason why I was looking at that fair value gap right there is because over here on this side, when we ran the lows, this was the fair value gap I was watching, and those are in the same proximity. Now this ain't no kind of ICT stuff or no kind of, whatever. This is just me saying, okay, I missed the gap the first time. It blew slap through it. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm just saying, okay, this was the fake me out. This right here was the Judas swing. You know what I'm saying? Going up there was the Judas swing. And because we came back and we left a fair value gap in the same spot. Coincidence? Probably. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this was going through my mind. So I was like, when we come back to this right here, I'm gone. I'm getting in. I'm getting my puts. You know what I'm saying? Had everything set up. When I tell you, I woke up and we was downhill somewhere. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here dog tired. I'm dog tired. And we was down here somewhere. So if you trade, let's go up. Cause I don't usually trade on this. Let's go up. Let's go to the 5 minute and see what it looked like. Let's see what that same area looked like at the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, 9:30 right here. We open here. We went down. 5 minute ain't giving me nothing. 4 minute. Let's see what the 4 minute giving. 4 minute ain't giving me nothing that I would use. Yep, 4 minute ain't giving me nothing I would use. Look like the 1 minute was the only one that I could have seen it. We gonna go down step by step though. 3 minute. 3 minute ain't giving me nothing either. Let's go to Old Faithful. Old Faithful gotta have something. Old Faithful gotta have something. Old Faithful gotta have. Oh, look at Old Faithful. Oh, look at Old Faithful. Look at Old Faithful. There you go, same thing. It's the same thing on 2 minute and the 1 minute. You got the fair value gap there. Your stop loss would have been above these highs here. This would have clinched you up. You know what I'm saying? But you would have been in there for good if you'd have did it the same way I did it. Look at Old Faithful. Got another fair value gap in the exact same spot on the other side. Right here. This candle would have got you in. That candle could have got you in. That candle, that got it. You had all them chances to get in to go to the downside. But I fell asleep and I missed it. Now, don't. Let's get to the realness. Now, so from here, we open up here and we fell off a cliff. Blew through the lows from the 18th. Came down. Paused. I said, oh, if they do not run these lows, we sat there from 11:25 all the way to 12:08. We sat there over 30 minutes playing. I say, boy, if they don't run these lows and so we can go back up, I did. If you saw my story, I was like, they better go. And I already told y'all while I marked this down here. Now, let's get into the entry that I was looking at. And you see the stuff I got marked here. And I explained why I marked the stuff that I marked, right? So here we go. Once we broke these lows right here, once we ran these lows right here, we dilly dallied a little bit. And then I was watching this low right here. I said, if we break that low, you know what I'm saying, we definitely coming down here. You know what I'm saying? We definitely coming down. That's when I, looked at the weekly and marked everything up, right? So we come down, right? We come down, boom, 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 boom. Hit it on the dot, right? Coming back up, the spot I was looking for to make me feel good about we going back up was breaking this swing high right here. Y'all can't see the wick. Let me open it up some. I wonder, can I make my... Let me try to see if I can make my wicks fatter. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Because y'all can't be seeing my wicks. Did I pick the wrong one? Yeah, I think I might have picked the wrong one. I did. Bar width, 2 candle wicks. I'm gonna make my wicks a little bit fatter so y'all can see them. So y'all can see my wicks. Boom, there you go. I gotta remember to change that because that looks super ugly. That might be too fat. Let me see. Let me see, so let me change that. Let me do a 2. 2. Okay, that ain't as bad. Okay, that ain't as bad. That's better. Okay. So now, y'all can see the wicks better now. Okay, so this swing high right here was the one I was looking to come back and break to make me feel like, okay, this is real, right? What, Tim? Why you pick that swing high? I knew you was gonna ask that question, little Tim Rogers. I knew you was gonna ask that question. So The reason why I picked that, right? Because when I come down here, boom, coming back up here, you are no longer down in the discount type area. Well, it would be premium area if you was, you know what I'm saying? What's the name? You done broke equilibrium. How about that? You done went up and you done broke a swing high above equilibrium, right? So let me swing because I ain't got my thing. I got it built just for going one way, right? So boom, right down there. They sold all the way down to the premium area, and then it was coming back up. Boom. They done broke equilibrium. That's the swing high I want to see us break. That's why I put that line there. You see what I'm saying? Once we came up, we came real close, left a fair value gap right there. So I marked out that fair value gap. I was like, okay, I want to see us bounce off this fair value gap and keep going up, right? So that's what we did. Boom, we bounced off that fair value gap and we came up. Once we broke this right here, right? I should have kept them fibs. I grabbed these fibs, right? And I ran it from the low and I ran it to that high right there. Because that's the high that we broke. And look at who got my cookie. Right there, that fair value gap right there is right at equilibrium. You see what I'm saying? Robots. We trade with these robots. That's why it knew that was going to be equilibrium before it even got up here to break this high. It knew that was going to be equilibrium. You see what I'm saying? Pretty much, because that's equilibrium to that high. It's real close. It ain't that far off. Boom. Just close enough for government work. You see what I'm saying? It took it up high enough just to make that fair value gap equilibrium so that they can trade back to it and dilly-dally. Dilly-dally on the equilibrium. Same thing it did yesterday. If you saw yesterday when ICT was talking about trading, when it just dilly-dallied right around the equilibrium and then made the move at 3 o'clock. It did the same thing today. It traded down to a spot, dilly-dallied at equilibrium, and then made the move to the upside. So as soon as I saw that right there, I said, it's go time. Ain't that what Kevin Hart said when his mama told him he can cuss at the teacher, and the teacher asked him what his mama said, and he said, it's go time. So dig it, right? Once we hit that, once we got that, I had that mapped out. So then I put a line right here because I said these are equal lows right there. These are equal lows right there. And this is another fair value gap, but I was only looking for it to break through equilibrium, not get too deep and not get too close to this right here. If they'd have got too close to this low, that was going to make me think, we making another relative equal low. I don't want to get all the way down here to this fair value gap because it's too close to that low. So these equal lows right here, they was perfectly equal lows. I'm like, that's where they going to. And again, tick for tick, tick for freaking tick, went right to it. Boom. And bounced up off it. Right? So it came down. I got my calls when we broke through it, went back up, and when we came back down to it again right here, boom. That's when I fired right there. Because I was like, okay, we broke through it. I was like, I ain't get it I was about to fire here when we was here. But I was like, we keep dipping through it. Let me see what it do. So when we came back up and we blew through this fair value gap like that right there, phew, just shot straight through it like he wasn't there. I said, okay, I see what you're doing. You ain't trying to flush lower no more. You want to still come down, right? So then we went up and I was like, okay, I want to see if we going to come down here. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. As soon as we got down to the bottom of this gap, boom, I got my 390 calls. Boom, got my 390 calls right there. It went down, hit that. Once it hit that and started coming back up, I'm good. I ain't worried about it no more. I went back and started watching Ozark again. You know what I'm saying? Went back and started watching Ozark again. And I ain't looked back since. Let me see if it's got anything else, another setup that somebody could have took outside of how I took mine. I took mine just retracing back to this fair value gap over here. For anybody who don't understand what I did, once it came down, once we had our breaking structure above equilibrium where I wanted, I just took it off the bottom of the top fair value gap, with the understanding that it can come down to these equal lows and even come to this lower fair value gap. That's how I took mine. And then let me see if it gave another one after that. And then I'll go to Spalene. Okay, we went up, broke this high right here, came down, left a fair value gap, came down, went back, ain't doing nothing. That's fair value gap to the downside. Broke that high, came down, it ain't got nothing. I'm looking, and for anybody who don't know, when I'm looking here and I'm looking at how this coming down, I'm looking over here to see if it's coming back to a fair value gap. For anybody who don't know what I'm looking at, once we go up, like if you bullish, right, you want to look at the leg up to see if there's any fair value gaps being traded back to on the leg down, right? So that's what I'm looking at. We got a fair value gap over here, but that's for going down. It's coming over here, nothing there, right? Coming up here, broke this high right here, boom. Broke this high right here. Broke the high, we went deep. We went deep past these we went deep past all these fair value gaps. They ain't giving me nothing. Okay, let's look on this leg up right here. Like it was a fair value gap right there once we came up, but boom, see that's on that side over there. That's for going down. I need a fair value gap on this leg over here. Got one right there, then trade to it. Let me go up. Let me go up a little bit to see if it showed anything else higher up, because I ain't seeing nothing on the 1 minute that I would have took. Boom. Nope, that ain't no fair value gap there. Man, that thing ran up, but it seemed like you would have had to get in like over there to catch the move. Let's see if it's something right around here. Let's see if it's something right around this area right here. Cause it ain't that, like outside of the setup that I took, I ain't really seeing nothing clean. Let's check that breaking structure right there. Go down to Old Faithful. Go down to look at that. Nothing clean. It ain't the way I trade. That was the way I trade. Ain't nothing clean. We ain't getting no clean gap retracements, because you got a fair value gap here, but it didn't come back to it. Only way you would have got that if you would have front ran it. If you would have front ran it right there, you could have got that right there. That's one right there. That's an entry. That would have been an entry right there. Let's see how much of the move you would have caught. So right here, now that was a decent chunk of the move, but it showed one love like coming from down here. But right around here, they ain't give nothing right around here. Oh, right there. They're going right there. I missed him. Boom, right there. Yep, they're going right there. Came up, traded back down into it. Your stop would have been down here. That would have been that right there. I point that one out for anybody for another clarification of another entry that somebody could have caught right down here. So once it came down, it traded up, left a fair value gap right there, came up, broke this high, traded back down into the fair value gap right there. Phew, off to the races. Beautiful. Old Faithful. See, man, that's why I like going to the 2 minute, man. Old Faithful be looking out for you, man. That's the price action. What y'all talk about in the chat? I seen something about Tesla. Let's look at Spalene real quick, and then I go to the chat. Let's look at Spalene real quick, and then I go to the chat. Spalene, where you been? Downtown Hinesville, drinking that gin. Okay. Look at her. Beautiful. Isn't she lovely? came down. Remember I was saying we was over here yesterday. I said I would love to come get these loads so we could just take it back to the house. And we opened up today, way up here, looking very unlikely to come take these loads. We opened up way up here and started pushing up into this fair value gap right here. Once we got into that fair value gap right there, man, this thing fell off a cliff. You heard me? Came down, ran them lows. Once it ran them lows, she pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Now, that's what's making me feel good about next week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, what if Monday gonna be Black Monday? This right here telling me it ain't gonna be no Black Monday. This right here telling me I don't care if it wasn't green. This is my pop. Remember when I was talking about you get a pop in the beginning of the week, a drop in the middle of the week, and a pop at the end of the week? Even though this candle red, this is my pop. This classifies as exactly what I was saying, because we ended the day so bullish. Let me see. At the end of the day, we ran up 2.39% at the end of the day. 2.39% at the end of in the last hour to hour and a half, we ran up almost 2.5, over 2% in the last hour and a half. If that's not a bullish push at the end of the day, little duck. You feel me? So I feel real good about the way this doing. So now, look, peep this right here. Peep what has been set up now. Not saying this is what's going to happen, but look what they have set up now. The way we close today is like surgical. This, you know what I'm saying? This just me looking at the candles, right? It's surgical. Well, Tim, why you say that? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. Let me show it. Let me show it to you. That means we got, come Monday, we got the possibility to open up all the way up to 390. What's the high? 397.03. We can gap all the way up to 397, anywhere in this range right here. We can gap up anywhere in that range right there. Move it up so you can see the wick. We can gap up anywhere in this range right here and not have to retrace back. Not have to retrace. Now, let me come back. I'm too high. Boom. Right? So we can gap up anywhere from there, from where we at to here. 394. 394. I'm tripping because it's this week. So we can gap up. What we closed at? 389.63, 90, 91, 92, 93. We can gap up $4 on Monday and not have to retrace back because it will not leave a fair value gap. You see what I'm saying? So we can open up super bullish and just keep running all the way up to the top side of this fair value gap right here. That's what the way we traded today has set up. Will it happen? I don't know, but I wish it would. Why? Because I'm in some 390 calls. If we gap up and open up at 393 on Monday, I'm $3 in the money already. You feel me? And then if we run up, even if we just run up to take out this high, you know what I'm saying? Because before we slide down, we gonna go run a high somewhere because we just ran liquidity. And where's the most likely place we gonna drop off all this liquidity that we just picked up? Above this high? I don't think so. The closest place, I would say, would be this high right here. That would be the closest place. But what I really think we went and got all this liquidity for is for the same equal highs I was looking at before last week, well, earlier in this week. I think you can't even see them wicks. Let me open that. Why y'all didn't tell me you couldn't see the wicks? There you go. Stop this being wick. I think we ran all this right here to go back to the same place that I was looking for. I was looking at the place, but I was just looking a little too early. You know what I'm saying? So all this liquidity we just ran, I don't see this high being the high we going to before we go down. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see this fair value gap being what we used that fair value gap to push down to get the liquidity. So now that we got the liquidity, I don't see anybody that went long. You know how many people went long right here today to move the entire market over 2% in the last hour and a half? All these people that went long, they are not coming to right here. That is not enough risk to reward. They at least coming to 429. At least. At least. This is not enough risk to reward to come right here and just go right to this fair value gap. Man, they ain't coming up here to no 408. They at least going to 429 after they went long down here, man. At the minimum. At the minimum. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see for SPY lean next week, man. Next week I want to see us go ahead and blast up. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't hit this, at least give it all you got. That's what I want to see for SPY lean. What we got in the chat. What we got in the chat. While I'm checking the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat while I'm checking the chat. If anybody wanna pull up, ask anything, share anything, say anything, the link is in the chat. If anybody wanna pull up, let me go back through the chat. Y'all just talking. Every time we create, just talking. 900%. Oh, shout out 0100, man. Shout out 0100. 0100 done killed Tesla and Apple today. Tesla and y'all clap it up in the chat for 0100, man. Y'all clap it up in the chat for 0100, man. Beast mode, you feel me? Let me see. Y'all just talking. 100 say them one-on-ones coming soon. Red say 100 one-on-ones coming soon. Why they tried to do Tesla like that today and Elon? I heard Elon was like tweeting something crazy. I was like, this show I'll be watching, be listening to throughout the day. They said he was talking crazy, tweeting something crazy, something. Yeah, doing too much. Them OTE entries though. Eloquent, you hear the OTE entry? Tesla 600. I was scared and they hold it. The greens of SPY lean. What I call 100. Well, let's get it. What say you bounced off of what? Weekly field. We bounced off the 38.2 weekly field. Okay then. You talk about at the bottom? When we bounced at the bottom, when we went down and bounced at the bottom, that's what it was? Field running from where? Where the field was running from, Jamal? From what low to what high? Boogie. One of the best weeks ever. I got reminded to never give up, but also that one day can change your life. 1,700% on target puts and got back all losses from last year. And what? Y'all clap it up. Clap it up for Boogie. Clap it up for Boogie, who need a hoodie because he still got his pectorials out. With extra Crisco, he put more Crisco on the picture than was on the picture before, Boogie. Oh, you say I called the pop today. Oh, yeah. Bottom of, the field was running from the bottom of the 2020 pandemic. And then we bounced off the 38.2%. Okay. See what I'm saying? All this stuff relate. Remember the other day when I was talking, I was like, all the field traders, I'm looking at the same thing the field traders looking at. I'm just looking at it, you know what I'm saying, from the other side of the street. You know what I'm saying? The other side. Shout out Trey. Trey, I seen you with the flex. You put the flex on IG when When what the rapper dude name is? What that? What the rapper name is that be like, I been a G, throw up the L, sex in the A, M, what his name is? Jack Harlow. Now, I seen Trey with the flex when Jack Harlow shot him out. Jack Harlow said, "Yeah, I went to an open mic that Playboy Trey had hosted, and I was just trying to talk to anybody that'll talk to me, man." Shout out Trey with the flex. Yeah, the pop today. You said going back to 429 on the spot. That's where I see us going. That's where I see us going. Now remember, Tabitha, I ain't got no crystal ball, but I'm just looking at it logically, right? I'm looking at it let's look at it again together, right? I ain't got no crystal ball, right? So peep this. Logically, right? I'm gonna spread this out a little bit. Hopefully you can see the wicks a little bit better. Come on with the wicks, man. Can I make these wicks thicker on TradingView? Y'all hold up once. Give me a second, man. Let me see if I can. Line price. Appearance. Can I change these wicks on trade? Symbol. Where's the wicks? Status line. Nope, I changed the wrong line. That was the price line. And it say price line too. Who know how to change the wick size on TradingView? Somebody tell me how to change the wick size. Body, border, wick. Maybe if I make the wick black. How do you can't make it thicker? That ain't help. I don't know what I just did. Let me put this back. Let me put that back. Anyway, what I was saying, right? Just looking at it logically, right? Once we ran these lows, these was the lows. So we came down, right? And we went too close for comfort to not right here. We came too close for comfort to not run these lows, right? Can't see the wicks, but so then once we came down and ran these lows, you got to think about it. Everybody that went long, a lot of people went long, went bullish right here. Cause like I say, I measured it out. We ran over 2% at the end of the day on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? We ran in the last hour to hour and a half of the day. We ran up 2% at the end of the day on a Friday, right? And if this just Tim Rogers thinking, if we had if it was just like covering, like if it was just short covering, you know what I'm saying? When we ran below this right here, we would have like this momentum right here, that's a lot more than short covering. You see what I'm saying? This is not short covering. Like this bounce back, I'll take that as short covering. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is deliberate price movement. This is either the algos repricing it, or this is people saying, hey, this is a discount. Let me get all in on this. You know what I'm saying? Because check it out. When we broke structure right here is where we broke structure. We came down right here and we broke structure on this candle right here. When I say broke structure, we ran through these equal lows right here, this consolidation area. Boom. We broke structure there, right? And then if it was short covering, this right here, like I say, I take that as short covering because we bounced up a little bit. Came back down, bounced up a little bit. But when we came down this time, it just was a steady move up that's the last hour. This the last hour of the day. Remember I told you the last hour. So it actually, the movement happened the last hour of the day, looking at the hourly candles. Because the 2 o'clock candle, the 1 o'clock candle, the 2 o'clock candle, it was just, it's like a bounce, you know what I'm saying, short covering, and then a doji, indecision. But this 3 o'clock candle, the last hour of the day, all the way to the freaking moon. All the way to the freaking moon, right? So, yeah, point one. That's why I say, it's a lot of people went long. A lot of people went long there. That wasn't just short covering. Now, think about it logically. If you went long right here, right? If you went long right here, your stop is going to be under this right here. Your stop is going to be under that. Change the color. Make that red. Those are the stops. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. Boom. Under them lows. Those are the stops for the people who went long today. Right? For everybody who went long today, that's the stop. Right? Now, let's look at the risk to reward. Right? The risk to reward, if you're going to this fair value gap right here. If you got long just to go to this fair value gap right here, what's the risk to reward on that? From where we closed to the top of that fair value gap, right? That's 3%, right? $13, right? And you're risking, where we closed at, boom, you're risking 2.68%. You're risking 3% to make 3%. Nope. That ain't no. So now we know we risking, just say 2 3/4%. We risking 2 3/4%. That ain't no good risk to reward, right? Let's go to these highs right here. You risking 3% to make 5%. Nah, it's 1.5, 1.5 to 1, right? But these highs right here, you're risking 3% to make 10%. That's 3 to 1. That's the most realistic first stop that anybody went long down here. And that's why I say, I think the liquidity run down here, the target for it, the first stop target for it is the equal highs that we was looking at last week. We was looking at the good highs. We just was looking at it early. And that's my reasoning for saying we going to at least 429. 429. Appreciate y'all putting the what Boogie said. Lil Timmy Rogers got a sharp. What? What is that? Sharp. What is that? What you said? One good trade. The playbook. Hold on. One good trade. The playbook by some guy. A great book. And the power of believing great book. What? Man, 0100, I don't know what you just said. Maybe I couldn't read that. And Trey said he had to let him know. Y'all just talking in the chat. Amazon earnings coming up. I don't care nothing about earnings. Just being honest. I'm just being honest. Back testing all week. I saw the light today. Okay, then that's what's up. Y'all clap it up for 0100 in chat, man. Y'all clap it up for 0100 in chat. Make it white. I don't know what that is. Never mind. You got a white background. Oh, you talking about the candles. Okay, check your background. Okay. Change your background. Thank you for explaining. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. That's all I got, man. I don't see nobody trying to pull up. I appreciate y'all. We've been on here for 50 minutes. I appreciate y'all for always tapping in, man. I'll stick the link in the chat one more time if anybody want to pull up. While I'm waiting to see if anybody pull up, www.thenewtlr.com. Go get your Spider Gang merch. Discipline over dollars. Today, phrase was discipline over dollars. Yesterday and today was amazing trading days, but they were very hard to trade for a trader like me because I'm impatient. You had to wait for your entry at the right time. The beginning started out stupid, choppy, and sloppy, and I fell asleep and I missed my entry, but it was a beautiful entry. The end of the day, you had to wait through, you had to just sit there on the sideline and just cry while it fell to the depths of wherever. And then once I saw the setup in the end of the day, I fired when I saw it. Some people would have been like, Tim, you crazy. This thing just fell off a cliff and you trying to go long. I saw my setup and I stuck with it. If it was going to go against me, it was going to go against me because it was the setup. You know what I'm saying? It was real hard to trade today and yesterday for a trader like me because I'm impatient. You know what I'm saying? But I done got all off, man. www. Oh yeah, I was talking about because it's discipline over dollars. Discipline over dollars. That's why I put this shirt on. It took discipline to trade these last 2 days. www.thenewtli.com. Oh, let me share my screen one more time. Y'all don't leave. Don't leave just yet. I know the Spider Gang ain't went nowhere. Y'all be holding me down to the very end. Shout out the cousin Draco. Big Draco in the building this Sunday. Y'all pull up. Big Draco doing the Tim's Tidbit takeover. Shout out Draco. She gonna come through and lace us up with a little bit of game from, you know what I'm saying, another aspect of like money management. Like I say, it's like we trying to build generational wealth and we trying to change the narrative on our future generations. You know what I'm saying? So we need to know how to manage money. We need to know all aspects of money. It ain't all about just trading. That's why I tried to have somebody on here talk about trading, try to have somebody on here talk about retirement, try to have somebody on here talk about like how to prepare. Then had somebody on here talking about reading chart patterns. Draco gonna come in and lace us up with some budgeting and estate planning type stuff. Y'all pull up Sunday at 3 p.m. Support Draco, man. Share it with a cousin, with another cousin, with another cousin. I post the story today. Share that story. I'm gonna post it again tomorrow. Share that story. We need to get this what's the name? We need to get this information to every cousin we can, man. If you in anywhere in the Columbus, Georgia area or near the Columbus, Georgia area, June the 4th, July the 2nd, and August 13th, I'm doing the Discipline Over Dollars seminar. It's free to the public at the Columbus, Georgia Library in the auditorium. Part 1 gonna be on the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Start from the beginning. Part 2 gonna be a little bit more in depth. How to move your money and shake your money now that you in the market. Part 3 in August gonna be all about trading. I will be live streaming it on the YouTube page each day. You know what I'm saying? June the 4th, July the 2nd, and August 13th. But I will not save it to the page, but I will live stream it for anybody that want to tap in, but you're not in the Columbus, Georgia area. Shout out to Cousin Zay. Support the Cousin Zay, man. He got a great group called The Runners. Stock Zay on Instagram. Go to his link in his bio. Support my daughter, Alexandria Cartwright. Go trader.lex on Instagram. Go to her link and support her merch shop, Wealthwalks. Shopwealthwalks.com. Shout out Trey, Boyd, JD, Victor, who else? I'm forgetting somebody. The A Squad. Shout out to A Squad. They got IG A Squad Live. Go to Boyd, Instagram, JD Instagram. I don't know their Instagrams off the top of my head, but Trey, go to their Instagrams. Go to the link in their bio. Who else? Who I'm forgetting? Charge to my head, not my heart, man. I'm getting old. What you say? What I say? I love what you're doing with the channel. Hashtag Timmy taught me. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Timmy taught me. You know what I'm saying? Why she glowing like she an angel in heaven? Oh, man, I ain't fooling with y'all, man. I ain't fooling with y'all. Oh yeah. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I'm gone. I've been out here too long. I'm about to go eat my dinner. I see y'all Sunday at 3. Pull up, support Draco. Share the story, share the story, share the story. Click the like button. This for all the people on the replay. Click the like button if you enjoyed this. Share this with somebody if you enjoyed this. If you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. And to the next time, y'all know what it is, man. I'm gone.